for the privilege of time. As the supervisor said, I was not intending to walk in on a press conference, your press conference. I had the intention of doing what I've done for much of the day and over the last few days, and that was to visit, to check in, to listen, to learn, and to offer the support of the state. I've had the privilege of doing that today from the border down in National City. I had the privilege of being there yesterday with the convoy. Hundreds of National Guards men and women, 350 that were deployed to 11 counties throughout the region. Had the opportunity to spend time with Mayor Bass's colleagues down in San Diego and elsewhere, talking about their efforts, and moved our way up to meet with farm workers that were just worried, not about the weather, but about the fact they didn't get a day of pay because they were asked not to work out in the Marietta, Temecula area, meeting with outreach workers in Paris, California. I just had the opportunity as well to be with the sheriff in San Bernardino. I drove over here and watched 3 accidents on the freeway. Quite literally, one in front of us, by about 30 yards, a pickup truck. And so, Mr. President, I appreciate your comments about common sense. Just do your best, be safe. If you don't have an essential reason to be out there, don't. And, you know, if you're passing the CHP, which I was with, maybe you want to slow down, which was the incident that marked my consciousness here today. But it's also a marked conscious in this respect, how proud I am of all the leaders that are assembled here today. You got pros. You got folks that have reps. We were just out here how many months ago with all those rain bombs and atmospheric rivers in December, and January, and February, and March. And, you know, I think there's an old ancient curse that loosely is translated, say, may you live in interesting times. Certainly interesting times. Tornadoes, lightning strikes. I've got CAL FIRE worried about wildfires because of the winds, not just the tornadoes. Walk out of the OES, the Office of Emergency Services in San Bernardino, and check my phone and learn about an earthquake that originally came in at 6.0, appears to be close to 5.1. There were over 13 aftershocks just in the drive over in the Ventura region. These are certainly interesting times. That was punctuated by a call just an hour or so ago from Nevada. The president, unsurprisingly, checking in, comparing and contrasting the work we're doing here and the support. I want you to know how grateful the president is, and I am, for this local support you're providing the people of Hawaii and Maui, and the 100+ personnel that we've sent over to Maui as well, complementing this extraordinary mutual aid system that is just best in class, does not exist at this scale anywhere else in the country. And I would argue around the globe, and I don't say that lightly because people travel around the world to learn about this system of mutual aid. 7,500 people the state has pre-deployed. 3,904 CHP, over 2,000 Caltrans officials. We just brought down last few hours some of our engineers from Northern California, Southern California, that will do inspections around bridges so that we can more quickly open up and recover. None of us, including the superintendent and the comments he made, are naive about the nature of where we may be this time tomorrow. You know, this is not a permanent state. And so people are going to look forward to getting back, and we have to make sure they get back, but they're safe. And so enormous amount of work that needs to be done in that respect as well. Final point. While we have 7,500 personnel situated throughout Southern California, and we put forward that emergency declaration, localism's determinative. And localism is not just local elected officials and those first responders, but it's neighbors helping neighbors, checking in on seniors, checking in on the most vulnerable, making sure those that are underserved and under-resources know what's going on and know what to expect. We're just walking into this. I left, and I'll close. I left from Palm Springs at City Hall, meeting with the mayor and others. They want to drop in the sky, coming from the sky. Soon as we got up to San Bernardino, they reported flooding at that same site and the most significant rainfall over a 60-minute period anytime in the history of Palm Springs. That's how quickly the system is moving. Take nothing for granted. If you think, boy, the skies are clear and I can go out on a long jog or walk, just be cautious. Wait till this time tomorrow night to consider that. And so let me, again, thank you all for your consideration, the privilege of the opportunity to share that. And again, deep gratitude, Madam Mayor, for your leadership, for staying ahead of this, for being as serious as you have been and as intentional as you've been. People expect nothing less, and we're very, very proud of the leadership here in LA County. Thank you all very much.